All right, we are back. Sorry for the delay. It's been challenging. The sort of tactical aspects of this have been challenging. And still, it doesn't look like, for whatever reason, my Twitch broadcast is enabled or is working as intended. I don't know if it's because of a delay or because of what is going on. Extra stream bandwidth. It's like one of those skill issue situations where I'm trying to do something complicated. We're back on YouTube. Yeah, I get it. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's still not working on Twitch, even though Twitch seems to be connected and all. Let me try one more time. If not, I will kind of give up. Well, Twitch is working. You're saying it's working. Why does it say I'm offline then? Are you sure it's working? Oh, it is working. Oh, finally, we got it working. Oh, never mind. I thought it was not working, but now it is working. Hooray! Okay, now we got Twitch and YouTube both working at the same time, finally. And ideally we can do this. Let's see if we can keep it as where we want it to be. Also from a quality, it is incredibly confusing, but I think it's good. It says Titan Ninja bombing, right? There's a... Oh, okay, cool. Well, there's actually weird sound effects and things happening, because I guess there's some stuff I configured on Twitch that I'm kind of like getting a hold of. It also says Titan Ninja bombing run. Why does it sell? It says clarifying how to use self-barrage profits. Where do you see Titan Ninja bombing run? Hi everybody, on Twitch and on YouTube. Okay, well we got both going on right now, so it's like really cool. So we got that. You can probably use the exclamation mark commands on both. At least it should work on both the exclamation mark Fargoid and the exclamation mark skill, or yeah, skill. I think it was skill. It's like I was trying to do this and I was able to get it work. Well, I think I just got it to work. For how reliably it works is going to be an interesting thing for the ages that we will figure out. It's good to be streaming where people want me to be. Like, I wonder if we can actually put shows time slash from one dimension front size. I should be able to add a element that is sort of a chat widget thingy. Let me see if I can do that. So people can see cross chat what people are saying both in Twitch and in YouTube. But I don't know if there's a straightforward way to do that. Chat widgets. Nope. I guess it's something that we'll figure out later on. Titan Ninja bombing land. You missed something. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. He goes, wow, there's like a bunch. I don't know. I'm a complete newbie as far as Twitch is concerned, so I'm gonna try to figure out how it all works. I'm also trying to figure out if I can put a multi-chat widget somehow in here. Chat, multi-chat, window, capture, group. Also display capture, game capture, scene, shadow, stroke. Nope. That doesn't look like it. Titan Indra bombing run. Thank you, Delfindos. Thank you all. That off. See if it's still working. Alright. think we managed to get it to work. We did have to give up high dynamic range to make it work, because like Twitch just doesn't like high dynamic range anything. Any quick way to farm merits? If this is what we wanted to talk about, like, but again, I was trying to figure out like what this shows on Twitch and elsewhere. Find out how to use sell for large profits. All right, cool, that works. Oh wait, are drops enabled on Twitch? Like, for those who are on Twitch, are the drops enabled for the liveries? Because I think there's a bunch of drops that are just for streaming Elite Dangerous Commanders. Sorry, Elite Dangerous content. Drops seem to be enabled. All right, we got that working. So there's that, which is good. I think this is kind of went down. All right, this is a live version of it. All right. See if I can actually put this. I think I got it. I think I got most of it. If I can see the chat here, we are in a good place. Let's see the chat here. It's worth a switch. Like, if you're if you've never tried the game on PC, I think it's worthwhile to try it on PC. Oh, finally, I'm glad I actually got to kind of get this dual stream working. No, I have not gone back into the creative program. That's not happening, trust me. Drops are on Twitch for anybody who is streaming Elite content. So, like, there's different drops for creators and different drops for the masses. I'm just getting the ones that everybody gets, like, as the masses. But why not? Since they're free and they're available for everyone, I thought, like, it'd be good to get those on Twitch as well. YouTube does codes. Codes are complicated, and yeah, there's no such thing as like the drops really. All right, and like there's like. All right, thanks for joining and subscribing, and all the people who are kind of like adding me on Twitch as well. No, I don't think they're particularly worth it. In fact, I think I should have them enabled here, so I'll be able to actually show you in-game. I think, but first I need to remember what they are, because I'm not sure I remember what they are. One is Vulture, I think? Vulture, Python, Adder. Vulture, Python, Adder. So, I think I have a Vulture somewhere on here. Where is my Vulture? There it is. Here we go. This, I think, is the livery for the Vulture. Hey Kitty, hey Bad Space Wizard, welcome to the Twitch side of the house. This is it. Military Stripe Purple. I actually like it. I actually think it looks pretty good. As far as like free paint jobs are concerned. Like, these usually don't look good at all, but I think this one's pretty good. Let's see it on the flight deck. Throw on camera. There you go. I like it. I like the purple, the bright purple and darker purple. I think this is actually one of the better paint jobs they've offered up as drops. There's like some really low effort ones that really don't look good. But this one I think is pretty neat. Military stripe purple. I like it. I don't know what you guys think. Do you like it? Oh, you're here twice. That's twice with you. Okay, cool. Like, you tell me which one kind of works better and whatnot, but it's actually something I wanted to try and sort out in a while, like the ability to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, but it was kind of complicated, as you can see from the beginning of the stream and the experience with trying to get them both sorted out. But you're saying the ASP and the Python one are nice too. Well, let's have a look at the one on the ASP, assuming I have my ASP here, because my ASP is never where I kind of want it to be for one reason or another. Yeah, I do. It's here. Let's see. This is a prestige purple. This is military stripe purple. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. This is much better. I mean, there's one that they give away to, like, when you win Stella screenshots, which is this splash of paint, which I actually don't like at all. But this one is actually really nice. The military stripe purple. Look at that. Nice, polished matte. Yeah, these paint jobs are a winner. Yeah, I mean, every streaming service has its own encoding, transcoding, recoding, delays, and like how they process things is complicated. I was trying to see if I could get it to work, and so that I actually sent high dynamic range stream data to YouTube, which supports it, and instead standard dynamic range to Twitch that doesn't. But there's no way I would need to run kind of 2 separate instances of OBS to do that, because it just doesn't work. The color space is intrinsically 1 in tactical graphite. Do colors make a difference? I don't know. They make a difference if you think they make a difference. They're cosmetics, so if you like it, go for it. If you don't like it, then don't. But again, these are free paint jobs that you get just by sticking around on Twitch. So if you want them, they're easy to get and no money required, which is nice. All right, so what were we doing? We were talking about this sell for large profits kind of experience that we were trying to sort out, and that we kind of mostly have sorted out in terms of like what to do, where and when. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to jump my carry back too, or maybe we just go and try out the palladium strategy, because like, oh, let's do that, because like in the Mandalay it's going to be kind of reasonable number of jumps both back and forth in my Uber Mandy. This is not going to work for gold though, because there's too much demand for the gold version to work at the station that we had found. It's good to kind of jump around. Yeah, it does wash okay if there's supply. It also washes okay if there's a little demand, but if there's obviously too much demand and it kind of takes up all of your cargo hold, then the wash doesn't work. Now, let's go back to where we were, which is Inara. As a reminder, and I can bring it up here so that I know we're all kind of looking at the same thing. Is it coming up? There you go. Yeah, so this is a station that we're going for, which is this Borelli Enterprise in this system over here. And that is just any station that sells a reasonable amount of gold and palladium. There's nothing special about where you buy the gold in the first place. So this is now, quote, only 5 jumps, which is still gonna take a little bit, but it's gonna be faster. And now that we're streaming on both platforms, by the way, for those who just joined the stream, actually, for those who are on Twitch, can I try getting the commands exclamation mark Thargoid and or exclamation mark skill to see if they work on Twitch as well? Because we just tested them and they do work on YouTube, but the way I've set things up, it should work on both Twitch and YouTube. So skill worked. Skill clearly worked. Oh, it kind of only set one up, but not both. Oh, right. Now, skill is working. Assuming that it kind of will clear up at some point. Like, the command is really wonky in terms of like... And Thargoid is working on YouTube, but for whatever reason, Thargoid is not working on Twitch. So I need to probably fix that. Give me a second. I think I know what's wrong with it. Thargoid mode, normal, sources, Twitch messages. Gotcha. Alright, try now on Twitch, Thargoid. I changed it so that it should take also commands on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, if you do it every 5 seconds, there's a cooldown so it doesn't transform into... There you go. It works on Twitch too. Yeah, but the skill issue thing I need to kind of probably manually remove because for whatever reason the I did not set it up correctly, but I have to kind of manually remove it, which I just did. There you go, like Megan goes Thargoid. Alright. It's fun to play with some of those commands and stuff, I think. I kind of welcome your ideas about like other commands that can do cool things on stream. It's pretty powerful integration. I think you can do a lot of automation, a lot of things with it. Like this turn me green is just something I was practicing with in a very simple fashion. Thargoid in YouTube doesn't. No, it does. It's just that there's a global cooldown, so it only runs the command a maximum of once every 30 seconds or so that it doesn't like spam it over and over and over again. It's not showing me having the drops. Someone was saying though that they did see them. So I don't know if you have to be subscribed to the channel in order for them to show up. I think you might have to be subscribed. Don't know if you are. But if you are subscribed, it should show the Twitch drops. At least the ones that are kind of open market, if you will. Oh, Hopping Up is saying that you sold your palladium at Gore Engineering Foundry and it didn't wash. Well, thank you. Yeah, there you go. Turning me green again. All right. Can you use that cell one at a time in any way to boost a colony? I'm not sure how you would use that to boost a colony, to be honest. So no, I don't think there's an obvious way to use that for that purpose. Ah, pretty. It's like a white dwarf. We have a scoop, we could overcharge ourselves. Are we like 1 or 2 jumps out? It's next jump, so it doesn't really matter. Just save us some fuel. Oh, well, we are overcharging somehow, unintentionally. Yeah, Steve, there's one additional case to what you just described, which is if the station demands the goods, but the demand is very low, then it should still wash. So, like, let's say demand is 10 and you're selling 100, it will show up in supply as 90. At least that's my experience. Yeah, infected Fargo in Meccan. But again, I'm kind of new to all these commands and interactive streams thingies, so I mean, I'm happy to take your ideas on what would be fun. Where are we going? We're going to some kind of like station that sells things. Was it Borelli Enterprise? It was Borelli Enterprise, yeah. Alright, so that's where we're going. You don't need subscription, but you need to link your Twitch and AppDev accounts. I see. But anyway, there are people here who are saying that drops are showed up for them on the Twitch stream, so presumably it works. I don't know. You guys tell me. Demand doesn't matter at the infrastructure failure. Well, I do think, again, in my experience, it does. As in, if it's not just in supply, but if it's in demand, again, if it has 10 demand, and if you sell 100, it should show up as 90 supply. But maybe I'm wrong. Right? You tell me if I'm correct or incorrect in that statement. So are other guys still seeing like something around Titan Indra or the like? Because it shouldn't be. Should also gonna like pitch this down a bit. So that actually covers more. Well, that's too much. There we go. Hey, Soul Keeper. I also want to find a way to put on screen the chat from both the multi-chat window. Bring YouTube and Twitch together. True unifiers of the world.
Assisted docking initiated.
Command that moves the camera randomly across the screen. I don't know how you can move it across the screen, but I don't know about how randomly it would be, because like if it's truly random, it could end up like in the center of the screen, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, Cold Gangst, that's what we were trying to do here, which just starts with buying a load of gold or palladium. Here we should have both gold and palladium, which we do. We obviously don't have a lot of cargo, so and this is probably going to be more of an experiment, because like the station we're going to, actually, like the one thing I wanted to see was whether, let's see. I can't. Hold on, searching here. Let's go back to this search. As let's see, allegiance, government, faction, name, economy. I'm gonna go back to, again, Inara for a moment, where I'm doing a search here. I'm gonna search for commodity market, and then this is basically what it pulled up. Here, if you order by economy type, you should be able to figure out like which stations produce gold, right? And or palladium. Like extraction produces gold, I think, and refinery sort of produces gold as well, but this is a Trailblazer ship, so this doesn't really apply. We don't have any refinery available in infrastructure failure right now other than the Trailblazer ship. So high tech. I wonder if any of these actually has, again, any market data. I don't know why this one doesn't show any data, because I guess it's 126 days ago. That's why. And actually, out of curiosity, go and check this dredging platform thing, because like, but we're in a small ship, so we can actually probably kind of like loosen up our search here and also look for landing pad that is just medium. That might give us more options as far as station is concerned. Actually, it'll almost certainly give us more options as far as station is concerned. And let's see if there's any else that is. Actually, no, it didn't really give us any additional options as far as medium paths are concerned. And that's fine. The one thing that I'm kind of trying to go over in my head is, do I want to go and check out this dredging installations and see if they have gold, or even though Inara has no market data for them, doesn't look like it. There was at least one that didn't have any. Metal 07, who is part of the Li Yongrui experience, is saying that they're acquiring around Trailblazer Echo. But Metal 07, can you wash materials at Trailblazer Echo? Like, cause like it's a bit of a weird market, right? Here, let's see what they are doing. It says there's like demand 0 for each of these things, but oh, there's supply 1. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Then this is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a Trailblazer Echo. There's no palladium on the list. I don't think we can use palladium, but it doesn't matter that much. Like, let's see what I pulled up here on my market here. I got all gold and palladium. I'm kind of curious if it will swallow up palladium. I think it will, because it's not listed in the market. So anyway, let's go to Trailblazer's Echo again. Let's save. It's in Minerva, of all places. It's in Minerva, like a system that a lot of people will be familiar with, and that's what we're gonna do. Again, I'm curious to see if, like, for whatever reason we can get palladium to show up. I don't think it will. I think palladium will not work, but gold might work. Everybody's basically saying it won't work. I should probably trust everybody and just not do it, but I kind of got just curiously about it, so like, I'll bring 2 tons of palladium, which if we lose them, we lose them, and we buy some gold here since we're already here. All right, so let's go to Minerva and head over to Trailblazer Echo. So as I've shown you, the reason why Trailblazer Echo, Minerva. The reason that market works is because it actually has a supply of gold of 1 and is in the infrastructure failure state. So we should be able to wash our gold there. Probably not our palladium. Actually, almost certainly not our palladium, but we'll try. You never know, there's sometimes surprises in this game, so we'll try it. seems like we're one jump away. Let's make it very easy.
Clear of station perimeter. Watch your 6, Commander.
07 Joker. Welcome everybody who's new. No CQC badge on that ship. Yeah, no, I should put it. You're right. We've earned it. We've earned the CQC bronze in the last season with Xenostrike Force. I should replace the sort of Phygoid bobblehead because, I mean, it's such a commodity anyway nowadays. I'll do it when we dock. Where is Trailblazer Echo? There it is. Once we get there, we'll put up the CQC badge that Wizard Kitty was talking about. Beat it up a little. Trying to make sense of my interface here and like how the multi-chats work. Bit of a pity that, again, you lose high dynamic range when you do multi-stream. But, again, probably not the end of the world. High dynamic range, especially since a lot of people watch on mobile and most phone screens support high dynamic range. It's like a nice little feature to have. Like going a little too fast. Boom. 400 kilometers, that might be a little too far. Yeah, we'll need to like re-jump. Cooldown when you crash is pretty long, and that's annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, we can put some music on, see if we can get the volume right. Oh, we're at it. There we go. And recharge. If selling doesn't bring... Yeah, it's because Twitch doesn't support HDR. You're absolutely right. That is the reason. Twitch in general is like significantly backwards on a lot of the technology infrastructure for streaming. That YouTube is way ahead. Between codec support, it's like date rate streaming and everything else. But obviously Twitch has a lot more features for like actual stream experience, interaction, and like that's what some people were saying, Alex, but what the other people are telling me is that no, it works for everybody. However, some factions have a bonus to large profit trading. Again, that's what I'm told. There's some experts here like iMetal who actually know about Powerplay, and I don't, so maybe iMetal can give us the answer, like the authoritative answer, not the I have no clue what I'm talking about answer, which is the one I would give you, since like I haven't really done Powerplay 2.0 except for what I've been doing here. All right, now let's see what happened. So right now gold is listed, palladium is not. So if I sell it, I should be getting my gold back in the thing, and palladium is probably gonna be gone. If I go and select it again, gold is here, palladium is indeed gone. So yeah, you can't do it with palladium, but we can do it with gold. And again, we picked up gold at the lowest possible price. Now, what happens now? And this is like what we were talking about earlier. What we were talking about earlier was, yeah, no, gold is fine. We want to find an acquisition system which is within. So Minerva is classified as a stronghold system. So we have a 30-year light range if it's a stronghold. It would be 20-year light range if it's fortified, where we can go and sold. We can go and sell those like cargo hold for merits. So like I think any one of these would probably work. Sell 4 hours profits confirms that the activity would work. The distance is 20.89, but because again we're selling gold we technically bought in a stronghold system, this would still be in range because again we are subject to a 30-year light range experience. Or limitation rather. So let's go and bounce to that system. Now we're in a medium ship, so we're practically guaranteed that there's going to be somewhere in the system that we can dock. And again, if we do this correctly, we should be able to get about 80 merits per ton. Yeah, this is the thing I want to click, because I think in the earlier video, because like it's complicated, right? Because if you're doing this for acquisition, then the range applies. However, if you're doing this for reinforcement in a system that your power controls, the range does not apply. You can wash the goods anywhere. But if you do it for reinforcement, you get a 35% merit sort of decrease, so it's less efficient. So yeah, it's always a bit of a question mark. So the thing is, some of these don't have... Do military installations have a commodity market? I'm not sure it even does. I'm kind of curious. I don't remember the top of my head. I know I wrote the guide, so I should remember. But oh, this was very close by, so I'm gonna check pretty quickly. So yeah, if you're doing this for, again, acquiring systems, then the 20 years from fortified and the 30 light year from stronghold applies, and the infrastructure failure state needs to be in a fortified or stronghold system. If you're doing this instead for reinforcement, you can wash the gold wherever you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be your own power, if I remember correctly. You just need to make profits in your reinforcement system, and that's it. Alright, this metal explains some of the intricacies of how it actually works. All markets accept precious metals, but if there's no demand, it will hurt the economy slighter. And since typically you're in Panther Clippers selling 1,200 tons of something, I know it's super complicated, Alex. Yeah, 1,300 tons. Yeah, it certainly will hurt the market. Hey, Kalidos. Alright, let's see. There is a commodity market, so there's that. So now, if I sell them one at a time, I should be getting the even though the demand is 0. The profit is not huge though, because it's only 30 tons, because there is no demand. So I don't think I'm going to get the full 80 merits from selling them here. I can try. Let's see, I only got 64. That's because this station doesn't really demand, and as a result, the profits that I make from selling this is significantly less than I would if the station actually demanded it. So there's some kind of, again, some research you can do with regards to like what stations specifically demand them. But as you can see, it works, right? You're getting 64 merits per ton of doing this. And by the way, if you are like not doing it particularly efficiently here, but oops, doing particularly inefficiently here. I also have like my space bar, which is like mapped to some other stuff. So, but there we go, and that's it, guys. Those are the rules of the self or high profit game. Oh, I sold both at the same time, and I only got 92 merits, but it's fine. We kind of made the point of what we wanted to make. Alex is a colonel now on the Xenostrike Force. He got promoted. All right. Yeah, I mean, the reason for me is if you're in your controlled power system, you get free repair, rearmament, refuel, which doesn't matter that much. But the really cool perk that you get is you get minus 100 rebuy cost when killed. So if you're in a system controlled by your power, you basically have free rebuys, which are nice because like free rebuys are nice. Oh, welcome to the stream, Rash Shearer. Thank you for a subscription, William Hux. It's kind of tricky to keep track of like what's going on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Again, I'd love to kind of see if I can bring up the join chat screen on the mainstream, but we'll see. We'll see if I can manage to pull that out. By the way, for those who joined recently, we have Twitch and YouTube commands. If you type !Fargoid, something will happen, and if you type !skill, something else will happen. But that one is kind of broken, so I gotta fix it at some point. But !Fargoid seems to work pretty reliably. No, it would not cover the. There we go. Skill issue commander. I would hope that it goes away on its own, because there should be a timer associated with that thing, but it has not exactly been working reliably, so I have to kind of like send it down manually. There we go. And Fargoid instead works pretty nicely. Yeah, that's right, we're on it. More jumps back to a carry. Actually, while I'm at here, I might go and pick up some additional Concord cannons, because I wanted to... is this a... No, this is a fortified system. I was just in Minerva. Oh, I mean, and Gobi is a stronghold already. Alright, let's go. Well, and Gobi is kind of a bit of a way, though, so let's see if there's a closest stronghold system around here. This one. Barbadzit. I'm looking for a stronghold carrier that I know will stock Concord cannons, so let's go there. As I want to get I want to get Concord cannons that are long range instead of of the overcharge that I had earlier, because on range have significantly higher shot speed, so they are significantly easier to hit with. And I probably should go with the autoloader or experimental if I go with long range, but we'll see in a moment. Yeah, more Concorde experiments, man. Like we gotta understand everything in the game. We gotta understand how everything works. But I wasn't particularly ready to ditch my overcharge. Like get turning me green again. Yeah, I know, but I know they are at Stronghold Carrier, and the almost is the wary part. Like, true scientist, that's right. Yeah, I mean, short range has 75% more DPS, but overcharge has 70% more DPS and doesn't cut your range in half. So it's hard to argue that short range is better than overcharge, in my opinion. Yeah, Guardian would be a cool one. You know what? We should actually create. Let's see if we can create the Guardian command while we talk, as something that let's do it. Add command Guardian. I can't reliably do it now though, because like I need to actually set up the proper. I need to set up the proper filter thing that would do the trick. Yeah, no, I can't do it quickly. It would be cool though. Actually though, I need to experiment with some of these things. Like what these things do is actually extremely convoluted. Like extremely convoluted. Add OBS Studio filters, set state of a random filter. Oops. Start streaming. Again, I'm kind of very much learning what this thing can do to control OBS automatically in properties. Complicated. I'll come up with ways to do that, but it is not easy. Why are you so poor? That's a funny one. Fuel cat would do something like without fuel input, I guess, or something. Why is it denying my dock? Because there's too many ships out there? I guess. Look at all the ships. It is a crowded day at the Stronghold Carrier today. Empire extensive community can represent a power. Yeah, it'd be interesting, like Empire or Federation or something. Like, it'd be cool to see what we could do with it. But talking about skill issue again, the controls involved with getting commands to set things that interact with OBS scenes and sources, but finding them incredibly complicated. Like, so even just getting that Fargoid command running was took me a while. Let's see, contacts, power contacts. I think I have some like care packages that I can probably turn in at least partially because I've cleared. No, actually I haven't cleared, so never mind. Can't really do much of that. So what was I here for? I was here for Concord cannons, and then we gotta go to the Sarge to engineer them. Cannons, Concord cannons. I have a combat Mandalay. I have it down in the Pleiades, so I just need to engineer these modules, carry them around with me a little bit, and then the ship, the combat Mandalay, is kind of ready down in the Pleiades. Otherwise, it'll take too freaking long. What can I do? Where is the Sarge? Sarge. Oh, there you are. Actually, 2 jumps away. Nice. Oops. At least I know where you are. There we go. Alright, set a course. I have Cytos. I got Cytos plenty, but I don't think I want to use Cytos in combination with Concord cannons. Or maybe I do. I have those, so like we can mount those easily. I have both inertial impact and oversized experimental long-range Cytos, and you really want just long-range Cytos in terms of main engineering, because like otherwise they kind of really suck. Yeah, bounty hunting is definitely not a very fast way to get merits. Like, unfortunately, kind of like faster way to get merits are the kind of slow ones. Hey, Harris, or Haris, sorry, Haris. You explained the pronunciation yesterday. I should have remembered. Haris. Yeah, I think I will try. I tried them with Cobra Mark V yesterday. I think I will try them. I'll try them with the Mandalay today. My ships sound dope. Well, thank you. And these are silly things we're doing. I know particularly good ships. We're just being silly with ships. I wouldn't go overcharge with Cytos, to be honest. I have to be way too close to do anything with them, to be honest, at that point. What was I doing here? I was going to Sarge. I'm going to try glide skipping. Glide skipping. Skipping the glide phase. When it works. As in when I don't screw up. It is pretty amazing. Might do a little like looper shame, but that's okay. Oh man, he turns really fast in Super Cruise. Oh, it's actually still pretty efficient. Man, the Eagle with enhanced performance thrusters is a ship that has the best maneuverability of any ship in the game. The Viper has higher acceleration, but the Eagle has the best maneuverability. So depending on what you're doing, like it might be the best ship for hooning. Either the Viper or the Eagle fit that definition. Kind of dark out here. thing about high dynamic range is it makes black really black. Really very, very black. Alright, so we should be able to kind of like... And we made it just right. Look at that! Glide skipping, huh? The ultimate time saver.
Uniform Bravo Echo Flight Control online. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Request docking permission if you wish to land. Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad 04.
Yeah, trying to make sense of like how many people are watching. There's like 61 on YouTube and 14 on Twitch. Obviously, I have practically no subs on Twitch because I never ever use it. But now I can stream on both at the same time. I guess might as well, because why not?
Landing operation complete. Commence.
All right, let's engineer these things. So we said we were gonna do long range on these. I don't particularly care about the range. What I care about is the shot speed. That is what I care about. And then for experimental, this is where I'm really not sure. Like, because autoloader just sounds better across the board. High yield though, like once you finally manage to it has a significant damage decrease though, so no, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's a very specialized thing. Right? Cascade doesn't really work anymore after they super nerfed it. Right, this is barely additional damage, the same as like oversized, also barely additional damage. So I think autoloader is probably the way to go. So let's go autoloader. Washed 1,270 tons gold at Echo. How do I find a system for at least 11 Unival? Well, we can easily do that. Let me just roll this cannon, and then I will show you on the galaxy map in a second. Let's peak elite gameplay. And before I leave, you guys should remind me to do the other ones. We're also kind of running somewhat low on biotech conductors, which is kind of interesting. Like, it's very expensive to kind of engineer these many weapons. Anyway, you were asking how to find a place. So you washed Trailblazers. Okay, so here's the issue. Like, if you're doing it for Elisa Lavini Duval, because you can't wash it at Trailblazers Echo because that is a Lee Ongrui system. Like, you gotta find an infrastructure failure system for Arisa Lavini Duval. So, like, again, I can show you how to find that one if you want to find it. That I can do. So, again, if you pull up the browser here. Again, let's say you're saying you're looking for Alisa Lavini Duval. So let's say you're now at Minerva, because you are at Minerva. So let's punch where that you're in. You washed a large amount, so you're presumably in a Panther. You want a large pad. You want to ignore fleet carriers. You want to make sure there's a commodity market. Otherwise, it won't work. Very simply, you want an infrastructure failure faction state. Then you want Powerplay state of fortified or stronghold for Arisa Lavini Duval controlled system. This is kind of a, again, search that you want to do for where, the question is basically saying, where can I wash gold for Arisa? So this is the search you do. And this gives you a number of destinations. This is actually a number of like refinery system like Niche Dock. This ought to have actual supply of gold and palladium, I would guess. So we'll double check that they do. But no, this one actually does not supply of gold and palladium. But they do, yeah, this one has supply of gold. So this is the station where you want to go and wash your gold, I think. semi-S niche dock for Arisa Laviniduval. This is the system you would go. And then, now that you know where to wash it, the question is where would you go to sell it to acquire? Now that's now a different question, which is, let's assume you do wash your gold there. Then you want to look up semi-S, which is here. Go into Powerplay mode, select Arisa. Where is she? Here she is. So, and look for a nearby acquisition system, like this one, for example, which is within the distance of 30 light. This is semi-S is a stronghold, so 30 light years. So this one would not work, for example, because you see this one is 80 light years, so it's too far. This one, however, is 70 light. Oh, sorry, never mind. This one, it's 70 light years from where I am right now. It would work because this is 60 light years away. So this one here, which is another 13 light years, would work. So you would be able to go here and sell your goods, assuming that this station has a large pad. Which again, you can check on Inara if you want, finding uncontrolled systems that have a large pad and which are within the acquisition range of the thing. Metal 70 saying that the strategic view shows so much more. Which is a strategic view? I don't even know which one is the strategic view. My colonies. Right. Friends. Market. System information. I don't know what I'm looking at. On the right side of the bottom, target focus. Set target. Plot route. Friends. And the Powerplay filter. Oh, this one here. Oh, this filter fear occupy expansion, I guess. Oh, this one, the strategic view. Powerplay activity. So Arisa Laviniduval. I didn't even know this existed. So today I learned something. Thank you. Where's Arisa? There she is. So this is minimum activity level. Does this undermining, acquiring, reinforcing, I guess. Acquiring. So this is all the acquiring systems, I guess. Alright. I don't know if there's a minimum activity level, like, which I guess allows you to do some stuff with that. Acquiring. Select the system and Powerplay on the right, also strategic view at the bottom. Okay. It's cool. Again, it doesn't necessarily tell you if there's a large station, but it's nice, I guess. So yeah, again, you can check on Inara and find if there's a station with a large pad. Oh, you almost had it. Oh, okay. I guess I missed something. Like, this is this sort of strategic view. Is this show headquarters? I don't know. Like this, I guess I'm doing something still wrong here. A globe at the bottom. Oh, this toggle strategic view. Oh, okay. Okay, now it's clear. Oh, this looks so cool. Look at this. So if you're from here, if you're like washing, like if you're watching stuff at semi-S here, like I don't know if you can select as a target. It doesn't particularly tell you much here, I guess. This is a system that are kind of targeting or getting acquired or focusing on acquisition. Yeah, Arisa can be used for acquiring, but it gives the best merits if it's done that way. But there's more. I'll select the watch system and hit the same button. Oh, I have to select this one first and then hit this button. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool, perfect. See, like, thanks goodness there's like the actual expert here that know how this all works, because I don't know. Don't ask me what a dashed dotted line works, because I don't know. I guess some kind of connection. But the sort of direct lines show like where you can kind of go and acquire from that system and like what they are linked. I presume that's what they mean, at least. Right. This is actually really cool. I had no idea this existed and this was a thing. Now I do. Cool. And I guess these don't count because these are being undermined because someone else controls them. Like, so. Very cool. Now, back to the beautiful prime gameplay of Elite Dangerous. We are going to continue the engineering of our cannons. Again, going for autoloader on that. Dash means you can acquire from system, so it means can reinforce. Oh, that's cool. For autoloader. So much to learn. And systems that I barely touched before, like last week. All very interesting. Yes, you can go and wash it at Semius. It doesn't matter that you just, I mean, you're just not gonna make a profit or a loss. But yeah, you can do the same thing. And then you can use the, again, power view that shows you, like, you want one of those dotted lines. But you need to find a system that has a large pad, which may or may not. You might have to try a couple of systems before you find one. Kind of still trying to figure out dual stream kind of situation. Bar looks good. I have so many windows open on my two monitors here, you have no idea. It's like I look one of those traders that are following 16 different markets right now. Like, kind of crazy. Right. But it's working, so I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Type 8 certainly gives you more options, and it's more flexible, no question. Also, because selling, you know, 1,200 tons at one time takes a long time. At best, in my experience, it takes an hour 15 minutes. So it's gonna occupy you for a while. Is anyone watching cargo for Jerome? Oh, we can do the same search. Like, I mean, we're here to do that. So again, let me finish this this one cannon, and then we'll do Jerome Archer next. Almost done. One more level. 2,600 meters per second is a decent shot speed. It's not amazing. Like, I think NPCs have like 6,000 meters per second, so pretty much more than double. But all right, let's look at Jerome Archer since you were asking. So let's go back to our Inara search. Here we go, back into our search. So change search. So now we're gonna do the same, but instead of Lear and Gruery, we're gonna select Jerome Archer controlled here. But the otherwise search is identical. So here you go. So this is a number of systems: extraction, 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 agriculture, tourism. I wonder what. No market data here. This is an extraction medium settlement, which might have gold. Let's see. Yep, there you go. This one. Found it. You're gonna need to do it in a medium ship, like in a Type 8. But this one has palladium too, which is amazing. Alright, this one is amazing because this one has a supply of palladium too. So this is a system. Metstock and Empalital. I'll put it in the chat for you since you're asking. Right. This is the name of a station, and Met's Dock is the name of the dock. And then we're gonna follow iMetal's suggestion, and we're gonna go and check the system in the Powerplay view. So let's do that. First, let's take the browser down. Then let's... Am I done here? No, I'm not even done here. So I keep... Alright, Galaxy Map. Wrong button. Galaxy Map. So, and Palladium. So this is the place that has the kind of wash station. Now this is a fortified. This is not a stronghold. So we only have a 20 light year range. Ability to... do much with it. So where is Archer here? Some Palladium, kind of select it. And then here, click on this button here, and click on this strategic view. So here you go. This is all the systems that are connected. So any one that kind of you have, I think, sort of arrowed from, sell for large profits, should be a good candidate to go and sell. Right. And Palladium just give me 56 merits. Well, Palladium is a source. So if you buy Palladium at Palladium, the question is then where do you sell it, right? And for that one, I don't know, again, if we can find a search. It might be a different search. Let's try that. So, like, what we want to do is... Actually, it's a different search. It's going commodities, right? I want to sell Palladium, so near Palladium, order by best price. Let's see what it says. Beware of bauxite tax, blah blah blah. This is like, oh, this is like, this has small demand. So I think we want at least like 500 units. Otherwise, forget about it. And order by price. So these are very, very profitable trades. Like these are gonna give you like 59,000 per ton. So this might even send you above 80 tons if you were to sell. Now the question though is like, which power do you want? And you want to select probably none. Fleet cars, no. Coast cars, no. Mean larging pad, medium, because you are washing in a medium, so I'll go with a medium. Let's see what this search says. Power none. Okay, there you go. Barbecue landed. Yep. Any one of these two. I think I would probably go to Azura. Well, this one's pretty far, so don't forget about it. These are all 287 light years. So never mind. We need to filter by distance actually, because otherwise that won't work. So this is too far. So let's see if we can sort by distance instead. Okay, now that's better. So now let's find something that has a decent price within 20 light year range. So up to here we can go. So these are all, they're almost all the same, all 53,000 or something. So just pick whatever one you favor, like Deer Ring, for example, or Reven Hub in Free Gang. Right. That's where you would sell. Like... All right, and that is it as far as how it all works and the additional clarification, which honestly I should have spoken more in the original video, but it's always a question mark. Like, how long do you want to make a video and how long will it do? All right, so yeah, that's the gist of high profit trades using infrastructure failure to wash the price of commodities like gold and palladium. Command start run where it turns off your prismatic shield. Oh, that's mean. I actually don't know if you can. I wonder if you can integrate it so that it sends. I don't think you can send signals to like a game like Elite Dangerous or like. It could kind of like send a pop-up that says silent run, and then I would kind of do it manually. But I don't know that it would. It would be something that I, you see it, yeah, like plug in a key press. It's one of those things that, like, again, I need to study because I just don't know enough. Add integrations. Discord streamlines. I'm not finding anything that settings. Nope. Not finding anything that would core commands. Timers, triggers, users, argument, actions. Okay, are we done with these still going? These cannons. Oh, that's funny, yeah. Like, yeah, Minerva Trailblazer Echo is the right station for watching for the younger way right now. Yep, it's correct. That is absolutely correct. The question is, am I finally done? I'm finally done with all that. Oh, okay, hooray. Let's go back to our carrier. Voice attack could listen for a command. Voice command could do that, yes. That'll be interesting. Oh, the picture frame, like the prismatic shield, like the whatever it's called, like webcam bounding box or like. Well, that's an easy thing to do. Like you could certainly do like. Could certainly do that. I can actually wonder if you can toggle the visibility state of that thing. Like that you should be able to do without too much of a hassle, right? Because again, the problem with these commands, like some are toggle, some are show, some I delete. Like, let me see if I can do something here. Add Prism. So we call it what? Prismo. Prismo. Just Prismo. Or just prismatic. Prismatic. Alright, prismatic. Prismatic. Add prismatic. Again, yeah, it's also like kind of thing that you need to type in 4 different places. Sources, Twitch and YouTube messages. Location anywhere. Okay. Commands. Prismatic. 3rd time I need to type it. Alright. Okay, So we got the command defined. Now we need to associate it with some kind of action and trigger. Add 4. Command triggered. Prismatic. Alright, and then we need to basically tell it what to do, which in this case it would be filters or sources. Flip source? No, flip turns around. Flip set source visibility state. Alright, I think we got it. Visibility only. Which play. For whatever reason, this doesn't count as a source. It counts as something else, like a widget of some kind. So, need to do something different. Add. Actually, we jump to the next system while we're at it. A cool idea, I like it. Let's see if I can make it happen though. Add OBS Studio. State. Media? Counts as media. Find it. Media here. Oh gosh, which one is it? It's not media, it's not source. Yeah, text set source call and source height. Flip source set image source file. Source visibility state. Needs. I have to confess, I don't know how to do it. That state of a random filter. I think I know how to do it, but with a kind of trick or workaround. I kind of need to add a filter that makes it invisible. So I cannot somehow toggle its visibility, but I can toggle its the fact that it's not going to be visible at all. Macro diactivity, yeah, kind of. Alright, see if we can do it. Try. Where is this thing? There it is. Filters. Random chroma key that has opacity. Alright, then I add a move value. Here's the chroma key. So setting is opacity. And this move value moves it to 0, I guess. How do I actually change it so that... I know how to turn it off. The question is, how do I turn it back on afterwards? Actually, I kind of have an idea. Duplicate to opacity back to 1. And let me do this 3000. Delay. And next move. 2. Let's try it. Alright, there you go. Drop the shields. See if it brings up the shield again. Okay. Now I should be able to tie this to the famous command that we were playing around earlier, because I know this is filter. Filters. Set State of a random filter. That's so weird. And it doesn't even select this right source. No, I can't do it with that source. I don't know why. Nope, doesn't work. Alright, we figured the action, but we haven't figured the... Ah! Hey, see ya. Hey. How many jumps are we at? Still a few. Hey, so yeah, we are dual streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. So if you want drops on Twitch, you can get drops on Twitch. Or you can just hang out on YouTube. Does it matter when selling the wash for merits if my power is in second place? No, so long as it's an acquisition system, no, it doesn't matter. Right. All right. That's right. Ship skins. Pretty ones too this time around, actually. How can I try and figure out why? I'm still in the last system in YouTube. Like, YouTube is that behind? Wow. Right. Again, there's very different encoding angles to it. System is 22 light years from the washed. Is that in the right range? Only if you're washed in a fortified system. Sorry, in a stronghold system, because a stronghold system has a 30 light year range. If you washed in a fortified system, which has a 20 light year range, then that would be too far. Currency. Filters. Let's see, filters stay. Yeah, I don't really know how to make this work. I'll figure it out offline. Alright, where are we at our carrier? Somewhere around here? I think so. There we go. don't think there's combat zones in this system. There's... Whoa. A little bit too fast. Isn't a range associated to any stronghold system around the acquisition system? I still don't get it. I'm not sure I understand the question. Basically, if you're trying to use the sell for high profits method to get the most merits in the 1 ton trade example, you need to wash your gold, typically, or palladium in some cases, in a system that is of your own power, fortified or stronghold, and in infrastructure state, in infrastructure failure state. Those 3 things need to apply for you to be able to wash gold for acquisition purposes. If you're doing reinforcing, none of this matters. You can do that anywhere. But if you're doing acquisition, you kind of need to follow those criteria. And if you do that, so if you sell gold and rebuy it at a station that has at least 1 ton of demand or supply for gold, which is in infrastructure state or state and either fortified or stronghold, then the next step is you want to find an acquisition system that is within 20 light years of the system you washed the goods at. If it's a fortified system you watch the goods at, or 30 light years if the system is 35 light years, or 30 light years if a system is a stronghold system, and go and sell 1 ton at a time at that particular destination. Those are rules of the game. 7 hours for 3,300 merits is probably not a great going. Joe, I'm sure you're gonna improve that as you kind of get the gist of how it all works. Oh, this is the firewood we splashed yesterday. Cool. Let's deposit our Concord cannons. Same. We were all talking about the sell for large profits in 1 ton increments mechanism. And what I'm doing here instead is just trying out long range Concord cannons, which are a silly thing to try, but why not? Now the question is, which one is long range autoload, or are these all? Yeah, these are the ones. The difference in shot speed is really remarkable between the two, because like, look at this. This is like, shot speed is 1,083 and 2,600. Like, it's more than twice the speed. But obviously the damage is very different, right? So the damage 24.9 versus, where'd it go? I don't know. Can't even find it here anymore. Damage type. I guess it would show a damage, but nope. Whatever. Anyway, I think these are all 4 long-range weapons. Let me triple check. Yep. Someone suggested putting Cyto scramblers on here, and I'm like, why not? What do I have here? Long-range inertial impact. I have only inertial impact on these. Where is my other Cyto? Where did they put my other Cyto? Inertial impact, you're not going to hit the broadside of a barn with that kind of jitter. Alright, let me find out. Back to Inara. What would we do without Inara? Alright. Commander ship modules. Module type. Cyto scrambler burst laser. Fixed. Long range. Oversized. It's on the XSF loyalty. And the XSF loyalty is where? I think somewhere around here. XSF, empathy, blah blah blah, courage, honesty, joke, loyalty. The Challenger. That's where it is. Alright, here it is. Wrong one. This one. Alright. We got the 2 Cytos we wanted. Am I going for raw damage or trying to go for module damage? I don't know. I'm going for long-range Concord cannons and seeing how they work. Which is probably poorly. But we shall see. I wish you could reorder ships in some kind of order that way. Alright, let's get the final Cyto. Oversized. Alright, so we got Cytos, we got the Concords, we got a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with PvE. I should probably put a shield on this thing, and I got at least some kind of shield reinforcement of some kind. Do I have shield boosters? I got a 0E shield booster. Alright, that's what we're gonna use. And I don't know that I got anything. I got the point defenses on a different ship, so like it's got at least a pre-engineered version. Can never have too many serious heatsinks. And now that we put a shield, we should also put a shield of some kind on this thing. So maybe we lose a module reinforcement package and we put a 4 shield. Do I have a engineered shield of some kind? This is a bi-weave reinforced fast charge. Pretty good. Alright. Could be worse. Probably not the best idea to put a 4C shield on the Mandalay, but for PvE, better than not having any shields, I guess. Okay. I think we are ready to roll. Yeah, try this out. And I don't think we have addresses here, so we're gonna go to HR 185 that I know has them. Should still be 1 jump away. Might get some limpets, since without limpets we can't repair. We don't need 64 for sure. But anyway, whatever. While we get out of mass locked range, let's set up our fire groups. So Cytos I usually use is number 2, and so I'll put Concords on number 1. Alright, this looks fine. Let's roll. Let's roll out. What do I plan to use with 64 tons? Limpets, yeah. Of course. Why not? Why not? Wait, am I frozen on Twitch, or is it still working? No, it's still working. My client was frozen. My stream looks good. Whoa. The stream looks good, and I somehow managed to make it here. Alright, hands rest, selected. Let's roll. Hot here. points. We need some pips in WEP. It's a vulture. I don't like vultures. That's a python. Looks like a miner. It's a miner. Let's see if there's anything else. Type 7 is almost certainly a miner. It's a sidewinder. Oh, a clipper. Alright, clippers I like. It's like in a wing of 2. Was it in a wing with a sidewinder? I don't know, but I think we're good to engage. Like, let's see. Oh, well, maybe I should also put night vision on when it's dark amid asteroids. Let go half of my shields. Let's see if we now also target its power plant. Not that I think we particularly hit the power plant, but let's try. It's chaffing, so like when it chaffs, like, this guy is not chaffing. Its body is down. I need to be within 2 kilometers for Cytos to do anything, and even then they don't do very much unless you're closer than that, because like most of them don't hit. And I get the Concords on target as well when they kind of like. All right. Now the Cytos will not do any damage at this. At the go back to the power plant. I am doing 0 damage to a plant, but quite a bit of damage to a hull. Boom. I think it's down. But the plant has taken no damage whatsoever. I have to say, even though the raw damage is significantly less than the overcharged ones, I actually like the fact that with a long range I'm able to hit something. Unlike with the overcharged ones, where I was not able to hit anything. Alright, that guy's won, so let's go roll with him. I mean, I have to say I'm surprised at the number of NPCs that have chaff. Like, it's so uncommon among like humans, but NPCs just love chaff. Again, I'm not gonna be able to hit it at that range. This range I can hit, but not do a lot of damage. Now it's down. See, again, we can take a power plant shot. I could go with like just back to a plant. Again, it's basically as if sub-targeting was irrelevant. Actually get his shield back, I think. Oh, I got my shields. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, back on Cytos now. Shield is back down. At least I got 2 hits on the plant. At this range it seems like I can somehow hit, but not really. I guess hitting manually. was a good hit. Getting shield again. Thanks for joining. Everybody who joined on Twitch. Alright, these weapons are truly terrible. And down it goes. I think that's it as far as testing even the long range Concords is concerned. It was good to try them. But I think we have a verdict or experience with them. Yeah, you're right. Shit. Like. Also, not particularly easy to kind of like out-turn an NPC. Oh, it was elite? Oh, alright. I don't know if that makes a big difference or not. Wrong button. Anyway. Escape pods, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of issues that need fixing, and just I don't think are gonna get fixed anytime soon. I mean, there's some things that are like, can we fix it quickly? Yeah, all right, let's fix it. Can we fix it quickly? No, let's just disable it and move on. Right. Some of those things are pretty complicated to fix. Sounds simple, but hi, Isha. Thanks. You too. Yeah, so there's workarounds to make the Sniper Conda not overheat that much. For one, the Sniper Conda can actually run on a much cooler plant than the one I had in the original build. So you have less heat generation to begin with, which is nice. And then heat sinks are the other answer, like other people in the chat already mentioned.
Thank you for visiting our area. We hope you find what you're looking for.
And yeah, if you spam 6 rails non-stop, I mean, you will overheat. So watching your fire rate to a degree is a wise thing to do. Trying to find some redeemable quality in these Concord cannons, but I have to confess, I am failing at that. Alright, let's drop our weapons and the other modules that we kind of put on here that don't really make sense. What did I have here? I had another MRP, right? Yeah. This is a anti-Xeno build, so it doesn't really usually fly with shields. This is fine, it's fine. And this is the store multiple time saver that actually is amazing once you know how it works. We tried it. I tried the Concords on a Cobra Mark V yesterday. Again, I'm really not impressed by those weapons at all. At all. Oh, I mean, yes and no. I mean, you know, your heat gets added up on top of its resting heat, and like how much your heat dissipation works is directly in relation to like the difference between your maximum heat generation and dissipation and the heat that you're generating natively. So having a lower thermal world is generally always a good thing if you can swing it. Yeah, that's how I would think about the railgun. All right, folks, great to have you either on YouTube or even on Twitch today. New thing. It's been a pleasure flying with you all. Now on Twitch, now on YouTube. Yeah, I have I'm dual streaming right now. I managed to get dual streaming set up, so I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. And if I can make it work with some of these integrations. For those who just recently joined, I'm also trying commands, so you can do !Fargoid, and interesting things will happen. And there's a few others that I'm kind of still working through and trying to make them work because they don't work as intended right now. But I'll figure them out eventually. Yeah, skill, there you go, skill issue. Like somehow that should bring up both things, but it brings up only one of them. Again, there's a lot of these things with commands that don't really work as intended at all. Talking about bugs and bug fixing, there's plenty bug fixing that needs to happen there. And right, this is the Fargoid effect, which turns yours truly green for a little while. With that, glory to mankind. Thank you all for joining. Commander Mekan, over and out.